Hey guys, this is another Tartrate game. Two stones, and we get to see some good timing for white, and there's some interesting things to see. Let's take a look. Tartrate's white. The captain was 6 stone at the time, old style. Okay, there's lots of choices here. This used to be a commonplace, not so much anymore, but back then, how long ago was this? Well, if I've been 6 down about 40 years, I wasn't 6 down at the time. Maybe I was. So a ways back. This is all standard. Kick, stand, get out. Okay. Now black gets to make a decision what side he's kind of forced into this, but we'll see it take place here. White has a choice. White can do a connect under here, but white goes this way. Now black has the choice. He can separate or let that happen. Again, there's a lot of choices here. Both play, as far as I can tell, perfectly reasonably. I, I'm looking at this move and analyzing everything. I believe I may have played this way. No, this focuses too much on the living group. This focuses more on the outside weak group. Okay, this is better. Good. This is a common way for white to escape. Let's look at a few ways. White can run with the knight's move. Now, the latter works for white, but black can peep. We'll put it here, and white's this terrible stick. So white doesn't like that one. White could play this way. Kind of white's committed here. White has one group and black can control how he handles it. Anyway, when you play this way, you're offering this sort of thing, right? You're basically offering the split, but then you're getting so much on the outside, you're happy with that. So it makes it's very flexible, hard for black to know what to do. Get out, settle. Notice this simple exchange. If white plays here, that's what you call a one-dimensional group. It's a little stick, and that's it. But when you play this way, let's do it like that. Then all of a sudden you have a thicker, broader base to run with. So that's standard. Black comes in. So white's about to play this move. That connects up. That's an important move because now the A group has no eyes. This is an important move. But first, white makes a forcing move, or would we call it a forcing move? Perhaps. But there's a perspective here that took me a while to understand. Let's put it here. That's the main move, right? And now we can pretend it's white's move. So, well, oh, that's a nice exchange for me. Oh, let's see, is there anything else? Oh, I guess I can do this first. You can go around putting a bunch of moves down, and they're all positive for white. So the idea of first making a forcing move that relates to the move at hand and then the main move so that you get an extra move somewhere. It's standard play. Here it is again. Before we fix our cut, we threaten to cut and kill and then fix. Same thing. These free moves really come in handy. Okay. If black doesn't play here, this is kind of powerful. Black can't save the stone because he's so weak on the bottom. So playing here gives black some substance, allows things like black, white, black. Oh, there's an I in Sente. So this is a very substantive move. Ooh, I love that word. Substantive. It's hard to say. So white's saying, okay, my group's out. Where should I go? Well, I'm seeing this A group has no base. A little bit it's stick-like. Looks like a target. I think I'll come over here. Let's consider, so it's been nice up to here, but here's an interesting part. Here's a difficult move. So we'll follow the pattern. What do you do when you want to know where to play? Well, there's a lot of things to do, but basically, let's check out our groups. So our A group. It's not about to die. It's not about to get surrounded. But how many eyes does it have? 0. What's happening on the right? Only white stones? So there's nothing urgent, but it's a concern. Okay, what's next? The B group. No base. We just got pinched. Now again, we're not about to die. We can't get surrounded in one move, but clearly it's an issue. Next. C. C. What? C. A. We said the A group. We said the B group. And now we're saying the C what? It's not a group. It's a stone. Ah, we're completely not committed to it. We can use it as we see fit, including sacrifice. So what's important here? Making sure our groups are in order. Well, just going through, it's like it didn't sound so good. A's in question, B's in question, and you want to do something with C? You can see how that makes me suspicious. It also makes my game kind of simple, or more to the point, like a simpleton, meaning not so smart. I play very basic Go. So my mind, I'm thinking of let's do one thing at a time. I like breaking here. Why? Well, white can make shape here, completely removing my base while white's getting a base. That's good for white, bad for me. So if I come down, that white stone's just virtually dead. And the white group in the center is horribly hurt. Okay, my groups are both helped. As soon as white's weaker, both my groups are healthier, right? There's that relative. Go is all about strong and weak groups, relatively speaking. So to me, this is just the way to play. Check out what he does. Says, yeah, my B group isn't great, but your D stone is bad and your E stone is bad. I can pinch your E stone up against my wall. Sounds pretty rational. Take charge locally to solve your problems. That sounds good. If you trust your B group. So it's a judgment call, right? And here's the 6 Dawn saying, I think I can do it. I would say I wouldn't even attempt it. That doesn't make me right or him right. What I almost said. Okay, so it sounds good on the surface. Let's see how white deals with it. First, the peep. This is just like the A stone and the B stone. A free move as in the context of what we're doing. He didn't take some free move over at C, which has nothing to do with anything. He did it locally. Okay. Now, don't you wish you would come down at A? White's weak stone is about to become alive, solving his problems. Cut. Cut. Okay. So if we pause and ask, what just happened? Well, black got some profit in the corner. Is it his corner? No, I can live in there. But it's more blacks than it is whites. What else happened? Well, white got a B group that looks, I don't want to say it's alive, but it's looking kind of alive. So that sure sounds like white's favor. Now, black does have Sente, but black C group is really a stick now. Okay. Black says, once again, yeah, my C stone's weak, but it's a thick stick, and I'm going to defend it by attacking you. Well, this is not a bad idea. For instance, if white says, you're right, I need to, let me fix my cut there, go for life, and black says, great, go ahead and live. Hey, I lived. Well, black got an awful lot from that. So we see black's idea. It's not a bad idea, except he did it with A, didn't seem to work out that great. Doing it with B, let's see how white handles it. 2 knights moves, threaten them both. Cut. Isn't that silly? For what purpose? To get the thick move, the cut, and the descent all in Sente. That's 3 very meaningful moves. A beautiful sacrifice, and it's often done with that move, with this knight's move corner at A. There it is, A. This is, I mean, right now, white D. It's fine. That's the way you make use of things. Okay, we do this, sacrifice that stone, get a lot of stuff, out we come. Okay, reassess. My A group, it worked. I got the corner, I'm alive. It worked. What else is going on? My B stones, well, I'd like to save them, but I don't need to save them. C group, can he surround in one? Doesn't that look scary? I'm not about to say it works, but the fear it strikes in my bones leads me towards the defense direction. Maybe It may not mean that I defend right now, but it might mean something like, oh, I'll do some defense as I reached. Okay, I'm doing some, something like that might happen. Black just says, no, I'm going to take my full profit. Big thing about Go, if you get profit at A, White's going to get profit against B. We're not saying he's dead, but for instance, let's say, oh, my turn. Chase. Oh, you got home. Yeah, but look what I got on the right. This enormous moil. So anytime you go for profit like this is a greedy move. There's no way around it. This is greedy. Your life doesn't depend on it. Doesn't help your other group. Okay. And White comes out, Knight's move. Black comes out. And now White does a Tsuji, Atari. The idea being Atari. We just surrounded the black group. Okay. Is Black dead? Not necessarily. Let's check it out. Black surrounded. Threatens to get out. Atari. Okay. White's A group has no eyes. Black does his own little driving sort of Tsuji and surrounds White. So we have a liberty race. The A group versus the B group. Throw in, always the good start. Atari. That the throw in removes liberties big time, just gone. I mean, yeah, major concept in fights. And White plays down, which is a threat to connect under. That is to say, White. And Black can't resist. If here, Atari. Just connect it through. So Black has to stop. And now White says, I can go away. So when we see this, we ask, are you saying it's Seki? Because no one has an eye? Or are you saying you have enough extra liberties to win? Black is unsure. So he starts in. Oh, this is me. I played this out so I could see more clearly. Black actually resigned here. Was it here or one more move? Oh, I remember now. White, black, white. It was right around, yeah, I think it was here. Black resigned. Because when you count it up, even if Black plays first, Black dies. So we saw a lot of good moves. And I personally believe Black was behind before the greedy move because he has two weak groups and White has one. But still, the greed, then it's like, okay, pretty much over at that point. Now, you can still just start running out and so, I mean, Black can get out, but it's just the overall burden. Okay, guys. Hope there was something there. Catch y'all later.